Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing my November TBR. And I'm going to be picking my books from my book cart because these are all of the books that I wanted to try to get finished before the end of 2024. So that means I have 2 months and a lot of books to finish. So I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to read all of these books before the end of the year, but we're going to try and we're going to pick some books for November. So looking at my story graph, my goal for the year is to read 120 books. I just finished book 100. So I have 20 books, which means if I read 10 books in November and 10 books in December, I will hit my goal. So I'm going to go ahead and of these books, I'm going to pick out the books that I think I'm actually going to really enjoy and I'm going to want to read, because I don't want to pick books that they seem kind of interesting, but they really aren't, because that means I'm not going to read them. I really want to get my 10 books in November because I have been slacking and I have been pretty much only reading like maybe 6 books a month over the last few months, and I need to pick it back up again if I want to try to hit my goal. So we're going to pick 10 and we're going to hopefully be able to do that. So I need to move my cart out. So the books that I have up top here are the books left over from October that I did not read. So I'm going to go ahead and put them back down so that way I will have the top shelf for all of my November books. So looking at this shelf, or this cart, I should say. So I think the first book that I am going to read is going to be Betting on You by Lynn Painter. I absolutely love Lynn Painter. I have already read a couple of her books, and I really think this is going to be a book that I'm going to enjoy. The next book that I'm going to try to read is Spell Shop. This is a cozy fantasy, I believe. And this one says it sweeps readers into a world of mere horses, illegal spells, and first loves. It's as comforting as homemade jam on a fresh baked muffin. So this seems very cute, and I'm really excited to read it. And it's not a super, super long book either, so that's always a good sign. So we'll be reading The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. And then I think I'm going to carry over from October A Fate Inked in Blood. I have been wanting this book for a while. I saw it because it has amazing blue, like shiny sprayed edges. I saw this at Target so many times and I just kept skipping it, but I decided finally just to go ahead and pick it up because I was looking at it literally every single time I went into Target, and decided to go ahead and get this. And I think this is kind of a romantasy type book, and we will see. I know literally nothing about it, but this is what we're going to try to read in November. And then I think I want to definitely read Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. This is a guaranteed, I'll finish it in like 2 days. Plus, I'm almost 100% certain that this is on Kindle Unlimited. A lot of Elsie Silver books are on Kindle Unlimited, and I read so much faster when I read it on KU. So I'm going to be picking up Wild Eyes. This is book 2 of the Rose Hill Ranch series, and I am here for it. Elsie Silver never disappoints. Love all of her books. They're always at least 4.5. They're in the 4-star range, but normally the average is about 4.5. And that's what I'm expecting this is going to be. So we're going to read Wild Eyes. I'm so excited about this one. And then keeping up with romance, I do have another little guaranteed going to read it in like 2 days. And that is Lauren Asher. And this is Throttled. This is book 1 of the Dirty Air series. I have already on my bookshelf, not here, but actually on my bookshelf, I do have obviously book 1, I have book 3, I have book 4. I don't have book 2 for some weird reason. I don't know, but I did want to go ahead and read this series, the Dirty Air series. This is all F1 racing, and I've never read an F1 racing series before, so I am super excited to read Throttled. And then I think I want to read. I feel like I need to read a little bit of a thicker book because I have a lot of thinner books here and I don't want to push a bunch of thick books into December. So I think I'm going to choose The Games Gods Play. And this is going to be, I believe, like a Greek, all of the gods, like Hades, and I don't know any of the other gods, but I think it's a competition where Zeus, he's another god, I just saw him, Zeus and Hades and all the different gods put together a game, but I think they get the humans, maybe, to fight the battle, possibly. So I don't know if this is a romantasy, if this is a just straight fiction. I will say the chapters look very short. They're like 3 pages each. I love short chapters, so we're going to try this one. Hopefully, this is going to be really good. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books. I need 4 more. So I think I'm going to choose. Excuse me, move your leg. Bookshops and Bone Dust. This is, I don't know if it's a prequel. I don't know if it's anywhere associated with the Legends and Latte book. I know this does have Viv because she's in Legends and Lattes, and this is Bookshops and Bone Dust. I don't know if any of the other characters are going to show up in this book that were in Legends and Lattes, but that is another cozy fantasy. I really enjoyed Legends and Lattes. And I picked this up as soon as I saw that it was available, and it's been sitting on my shelf ever since. And I'm excited. I really, really, really want to read this. So we're going to read Bookshops and Bone Dusts. And maybe I'll continue the cozy fantasy. So I already have 2 cozy fantasies on my little stack here. So maybe I'll continue that. And maybe I'll try Can't Spell Treason Without Tea. This is book 1 of the Tombs and Tea. It says it's a cozy fantasy steeped with love. And maybe I'll do that. So this will be another little cozy fantasy book. And hopefully it will be good. I know nothing about this one, so I don't even know if this is going to be good or not. It looks like the chapters are fairly short. They're not super long, which is great. So we'll try this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I think the next one I'll read is Foxglove. It has been eyeing me just because of the amazing pink sprayed edges. It just stands out because of how bright pink it is. So I think I'm going to read this one. This is book 2 of the Belladonna. I think it's going to be a trilogy. Wisteria is already out, but it's only out in hardback. So once it does come out in paperback, I will be buying that as well. And so I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with this book because the Belladonna book ended very well. Like it set up book 2 really, really, really well. So I'm excited to see how this is going to continue. And we're going to find out what's going to happen with Signet and Death and kind of what happened at the end of book 1. So we'll be reading Foxglove. And then we have one more spot in my stack if I'm going to do 10 books in November. And I don't know what I want to read. So I did say I was going to read Mistborn in 2024. It would be a reread. I do also have this on Audible. So I have it on Audible and I also have it on Kindle. My husband bought like the set of Mistborn, the series. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to hold off on this. And if I do end up going someplace that I will want to listen to an audiobook, I will pick this up. So I'm not going to count it as one of my 10 books for November, but I am going to try to listen to it when I get the chance. And actually, it might work out really well because I will be going out of town for Thanksgiving and I won't want to carry a bunch of books, but I will have my headphones. So maybe while I'm on vacation, that will be what I'm going to do. So we won't count this for November, but I'll try to make this happen. But we're going to go ahead and put it back on the shelf just in case. But I think the last book that... So I have 2 books that I really am interested in reading. One of them I know I need to read. I so know I need to read this book. But the other one is calling my name a little bit more. So the 2 books I'm thinking of is the How to Murder Your Employer. It's volume 1 of the McMaster's Guide to Homicide. And I know nothing about this book except for it's got an amazing title. And I don't know what it is. I just see it and it looks like a book I'm going to enjoy. So I have this, but I don't know if I want to read this or if I finally want to try and finish Ruthless Vows. This has been on my shelf for so long. I cannot even tell you how many times this book has been on a monthly TBR and it has been passed up time and time and time again. I also have this on Kindle Unlimited, which makes it so much easier to read, but I still skip it. So I don't know, do I want to go with a book that I know nothing about, but it has an amazing title, or if I want to choose Ruthless Vows, which I know the story-ish from Divine Rivals. It is the last book of a duology, and I have it on Kindle Unlimited. I need to read it. And it's got a beautiful cover. Like, both of these covers are so nice in like their own way. This is just so beautiful with the colors and the floral. And it's got the beautiful sprayed edges. And then this one just has like a really cool like black and red and like gothic feel. But on the back of this book, it says it's one of the funniest of the year. You know what? I'm going to go with this one. And the reason why is because I have this on Kindle Unlimited. This will be another really easy book to take with me on vacation because I don't have to actually carry this book. So that will give me Mistborn and Ruthless Vows to try to finish while I'm on vacation. And I really think that's going to be the best bet for me. So this is going to be book 10. And I'm really hoping this will work because I need to get back on my reading grind. It has not been very successful for me and I need to get back on it. So I am going to really quickly rearrange my carts. That way I can put these down on the bottom and then I'm going to put these up top or down here, depending. I need to balance it so I can have all of my November TBR ready to go. So we're going to do that now. Okay, so the books that I'm going to be reading for the month of November is Ruthless Vows, Foxglove, Can't Spell Treason Without T, Bookshops and Bone Dust, The Games Gods Play, Throttled, Wild Eyes, A Fate Inked in Blood, The Spell Shop, and Betting on You. So that is going to be my November TBR, and I am actually very excited by a lot of these books. I've been dying to read some of these books, so I'm very excited to start reading. And so I think that's a great sign that maybe I'll be able to hit my 10-book goal for the month of November. Crossing fingers. So with that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've not subscribed, please make sure you do so. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll see everybody in my next video. Bye!